What's up, chat? How y'all doing today, man? It's your main man, Mr. Unstoppable. You see the shirt, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's Big Me, man. So, this is my mornings with Mr. Unstoppable. It's Saturday, so we had the gym at 8:16. We just pulled up, so I figured I'd make a little quick video, man. Let's talk about complainers, bro. Complaining, bro. Now, first of all, we got to understand, if you are a complainer, you're only attracting more shit to complain about, all right? That's the first thing. That's the first lesson of this video. If you don't watch shit else, this is what you need to understand. If you are a complainer, you are going to attract more things to complain about. Everything that you say and everything that you think is actually an affirmation. You are a very powerful being. You attract everything that comes into your life, even the bad things. Now, I'm doing air quotation marks because for me, I don't look at things as good or bad. I look at things that people perceive as bad. Things are just are, first and foremost. They're just are. You know what I'm saying? So your mind is what says if something is good or bad or not. If you get in a car crash, most people are going to probably say this is a bad thing, right? But it's just something that's uncomfortable. You just got in a car crash. It just is a car crash, right? So you'd be like, damn, my car got totaled. Now I don't have no way to get around. But then in hindsight, things are going to happen after that. You got to first understand why that happened. Responsibility. Not saying that it's your fault that you got into a car crash, but you are responsible, which means able to respond. Something about what you've done or your thoughts or what you've been saying has attracted this particular thing. Now, I know y'all probably listen to me say this and like, how am I attracting? So if somebody hits me, it's my fault. No, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying you did attract that though. Speaking from personal experience, last April, I got into a car crash myself. I got hit in a way that didn't make any sense. I was going straight down. Somebody tried to beat traffic, came, turned, and made a left and hit me dead on like a big truck in a way that should have never happened. I was just going straight. There was no reason why I should have got hit that way. But what I understood in hindsight, of course, at the beginning, I'm like, yo, why is like what's going on? Like this, what is happening? But in hindsight, I understood that there was a lot of things that came good from that situation. I got a lot of enlightenment. I got a lot of clarity. I was actually very conflicted internally about where the state of my life was at and what I actually wanted to do and what I was doing. It was conflicting with each other. So it was a good wake-up call for me. And then in the occurring months after that, I ended up buying an e-bike, which was one of the funnest things I've ever had. So I was in close proximity to everything that I needed to get to. So like me not having a car was actually a lot funner because I can just like hop on the e-bike and go do what I need to do. And then it just showed me that like it helped me slow down a lot too, because when I was out riding on that, it was just like very happy, very joyous for me. An experience that I never got from driving inside of a car. And then just like a host of other things, because the way that I started going, I started doing more YouTube videos, started doing more content, started thinking about how I wanted to live my life because I didn't really want to stay at the job that I was staying at. I'm an entrepreneur. That's my spirit. That's my soul. That's what I like to do. I don't like to go and clock in somewhere and work for somebody else, but that's just me. No diss to anybody that does that because we need people to keep the world running. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere that you frequent, if nobody's working there, you're not going to be able to use those services. So everybody is valuable, even a janitor, like everybody's valuable. But the point that I'm making is it seemed like a bad thing at first, but as time passed, I really understood like, hey, how is this working out to my benefit? But again, everything that comes to you in your life is attracted to you by yourself because you are powerful. So if you're complaining all the time, you're going to program your subconscious mind to look for things to complain about. There's this thing that's called RAS. It's an acronym. So basically what it is whatever it is that you're programming your mind to continue to focus on, you're telling your brain, hey, this is important, so pay attention to this. You ever notice how you wanted a specific car and you've never seen this car, or you barely ever seen this car driving around, or you get a different car and you've never seen the car that you had, or you never noticed it? And then like ever since you got the new car, or you wanted this specific car and you think about it all the time, now it seems like everywhere you go, that specific type of car is just everywhere. That's RAS. That's what that is. It's it's like a mental thing. It's like it actually happens inside of your brain. So if you're continuously complaining, you're going to find your brain is going to say, this is something that is important. Let me look for this. And then you'll look for things to complain about. And then when you see them, you'll complain, and you just perpetuate this cycle. But the good thing about this is you can do the reverse. This is why gratitude is so powerful, because if you continuously look for things to be grateful for, what's going to happen? The RAS is going to kick in. And then it's going to be like you're starting to look for things to be grateful for. And then you find yourself in a very happy state. And then you're going to be what? Attracting more things to be grateful for. So be conscious of your thoughts. Stop complaining all the time. Nobody likes a complainer. You don't even like a complainer. You probably complain about the fact that you complain, but you're just attracting more stuff to complain about. You're just perpetuating this cycle, because it's all just going to keep going until you change your mental state. Everything all boils back down to the self. Whenever you give your accountability to something else, you are nerfing your power. You are giving your power away to something else outside of you. So you have to learn how to stop doing that, because it's counterintuitive. It's counterproductive. Nobody wants to be miserable. People are miserable because it's familiar to them. If you've been complaining all your life, if you've been hanging around people who are complaining, if your parents have complained, if that's just your environment, that's what's going to happen. You're going to adopt that environment. You're going to adopt those habits. But you can change that, because it's a thought, and a thought can be changed. This is something Louise Hay says all the time, and I mentioned her quite a bit in my videos for good reason. Y'all should definitely go check out her content. RIP to her, because she was an amazing woman, and she is like the goddess of like self-healing, bro. So like, if you want to get to a space where you can heal yourself and become and go into a better state, so that way you can attract the things that you really want, man. Gratitude, abundance, joy, happiness, peace, harmony, all of the things that honestly, since I've been doing the inner work, I've been able to have. Like, I wake up every single day, man, and I'm just like in a way better state. I don't check my phone when I get up. I mean, I check what time it is and stuff like that, but I don't jump straight on social media and start looking at stuff, because like you're in a very sensitive state when you first wake up. So you don't want to perpetuate any type of things that are going to be negative or counterproductive. So honestly, wake up and do some happy shit. That's the best way I can put it. Wake up and do something happy, man. That's the best thing I can tell you to do, because you're in a very suggestive state to your subconscious mind. So if you wake up and you say, I'm going to start my gratitude list, just write down 3 things you're grateful for. Maybe meditate for a couple minutes. Maybe pray for a couple minutes. I got my book, Think and Grow Rich, open on my table, so like I can read that. I have something written down that I read every single day about. It's like an I am statement. So I write a bunch of different characteristics while I wrote it down of the person that I'm becoming, and I read it every single day, especially when I first wake up, because I want to impress that on my subconscious mind. And then just those things that I just mentioned, so that way I can have a great day, man. I got to control my own state. It's not about controlling or mastering anything outside of yourself. If you can master you, that's it. That's all you need to do. Everything else will just come to you. So self-mastery is the way. All right? Learn how to master yourself. Clean up your home. Clean up your home. And when I say home, I'm talking about this: your heaven and your earth. You got to clean your mind and your body on the inside. You got to clean yourself internally. If you want the outside world to change, you have to change yourself. The outside world is merely a reflection. It's a mirror. So if when you look in the mirror, you don't look at the reflection and tell the reflection to change. No, you have to change what's in the reflection, which is you. So that's how you make that happen. All right. And if you want to transform, if you like these talks this wisdom that I'll be dropping on this channel with these mornings with Mr. Unstoppable, or just any content or whatever I do, if you are looking to transform yourself and you're tired of starting over, you're just tired of being the same person and having the same type of results that you've always had, join the Unstoppable Academy. It is a $9 investment a month, bro. $9 investment to change your life. We have some amazing people. We do fitness challenges every single month. And it's just a great space to be the best, most refined version of yourself, man. I'm constantly evolving myself, and I'm constantly sharing these things with my community, and my people inside of there are having a great time. We get new members. We get more people whose lives we can affect and empower and transform them. And it's just an amazing space, man. So if that's something that you're interested in, because you continue to watch my content over and over, if you're a repeating person and you are not in the Unstoppable Academy, what are you doing with your life? Like, come on in, man. Come get this group hug, and we're going to help you elevate to the next level, man. Don't be a complainer. Don't be a victim. And start embodying the state of the things that you want. If you want abundance, become abundant. If you want love, well, first of all, you always gotta, self-love is the key to everything. Once you can do that, you good. Master yourself, love yourself, and that's all you need, man. And everything else is gonna fall into place, straight up. So you gotta take those actions every single day too, to make sure that you're embodying that state and becoming the person that you want to become. All right, that's today's video. I'm about to go work out because, as y'all know, like I said, I'm in the parking lot for the gym. This is when I like to do my yapping and make my videos and stuff like that. So y'all have an amazing day. Peace and blessings be upon you. And as always, like I always say, no obstacle is greater than the power that you have within. All right, be unstoppable. Peace. Boy, rocking that blue. I'm just saying though.